Most people hear Romania and immediately think of Dracula movies, communist concrete blocks, or some vague Eastern European stereotype they picked up from Hollywood. But what if I told you that Romania might be Europe's best-kept secret? A country where your monthly rent costs less than a weekend in Paris, where medieval castles sit next to cutting-edge tech hubs, and where $600 a month gets you a lifestyle that would cost $3,000 in Western Europe. The Romania I'm about to show you doesn't match any guidebook description. This is a place where Wi-Fi speeds shame most American cities, where craft beer costs $1.50, and where the mountains look like they were designed by fantasy novel illustrators. But here's the twist nobody talks about. Romania has quietly become one of Europe's most livable countries, while everyone was busy obsessing over Portugal and Estonia. You won't find these stories in mainstream travel media because most travel writers spend 3 days in Bucharest and think they understand the country. They miss the software engineer in Cluj making Silicon Valley money while paying $300 rent. They overlook the American retirees in Brașov who discovered their pensions go 5 times further here. They completely ignore the underground music scene that's attracting artists from across Europe. The numbers will shock you. The lifestyle will surprise you. And the people you'll meet might make you question why you're paying Manhattan prices to live in a shoebox when you could have a medieval apartment overlooking the Carpathian Mountains for less than your current phone bill. Romania isn't just cheap, it's sophisticated cheap, which makes all the difference. But before you start planning your escape from overpriced Western cities, you need to understand what you're actually getting into. Because Romania comes with contradictions that will either fascinate you or drive you crazy, depending on how flexible your expectations are. Romania occupies a unique corner of Europe that most people can't even locate on a map, which partly explains why it remains so affordable and undiscovered. Sitting between the Balkans and Central Europe, Romania inherited influences from Romans, Ottomans, Austro-Hungarians, and Soviets, creating a cultural mixture that doesn't quite fit any standard European category. The geography reads like a fantasy novel inventory. The Carpathian Mountains curve through the center of the country in a dramatic arc that includes Europe's most pristine wilderness areas. These aren't gentle rolling hills. They're proper mountains with bears, wolves, and medieval fortresses perched on cliff tops. The Danube Delta, where Europe's second longest river meets the Black Sea, contains some of the continent's most important wetlands and bird migration routes. But here's where Romania gets interesting for modern travelers. The same geographic isolation that kept tourists away also preserved authentic culture while allowing rapid technological development. Romanian cities leapfrogged straight to fiber optic internet without bothering with outdated infrastructure. Bucharest has faster average internet speeds than London or Berlin, and even small mountain villages often have better connectivity than rural areas in France or Italy. The post-communist transformation happened faster in Romania than in most Eastern European countries, partly because Romanians were so eager to distance themselves from the Ceausescu era that they embraced change aggressively. European Union membership in 2007 brought investment and modernization, but not enough tourism to inflate prices beyond local purchasing power. This created a sweet spot where infrastructure meets affordability. The language situation works in visitors' favor more than you'd expect. Romanian is a Romance language, sharing roots with Italian, Spanish, and French. If you speak any Romance language, you'll recognize words everywhere. English proficiency among young Romanians rivals that of Scandinavian countries, partly because Romanian television never developed extensive dubbing traditions, so people grew up watching American and British shows with subtitles. Climate-wise, Romania offers 4 distinct seasons without the extreme weather that makes other European countries uncomfortable. Summers reach pleasant temperatures without Mediterranean scorching heat. Winters bring snow to the mountains for skiing, but don't freeze cities into submission for months. Spring and autumn last long enough to actually enjoy outdoor activities, unlike places where winter jumps straight to summer. The economic transformation created opportunities that savvy travelers are just beginning to understand. Romanian cities offer Western European amenities at prices that reflect local purchasing power rather than tourist economies. This means you get quality healthcare, reliable public transportation, and modern amenities at costs that seem impossibly low to anyone coming from expensive Western cities. Living on $600 monthly in Romania is not about making sacrifices. It's about understanding how money works when you're not competing with millionaire property investors and tourist economies for basic necessities. The math becomes absurd when you compare Romanian costs to major Western European cities. Housing costs vary dramatically between cities, but even expensive Romanian cities cost less than cheap neighborhoods in Paris or London. In Bucharest, Romania's most expensive city, a decent one-bedroom apartment in a central neighborhood rents for $400 monthly. The same money in Cluj-Napoca, the country's tech hub, gets you a larger place in an even more desirable location. Move to smaller cities like Brașov or Oradea, and $250 monthly covers a comfortable apartment walking distance from historic city centers. But the real value appears when you examine what these apartments include. Romanian rental apartments typically come furnished with decent furniture, not the minimal setups common in other European countries. Utilities including high-speed internet often cost under $50 monthly, even in winter when heating runs constantly. Many buildings include parking spaces, storage areas, and balconies that would add hundreds to rent costs elsewhere. Food expenses reveal where Romania's affordability really shines. Local markets sell fresh vegetables at prices that seem like mathematical errors to anyone used to Western European grocery bills. Seasonal vegetables cost 0.50 per kilogram. High-quality meat from local producers runs $3.5 per kilogram for cuts that would cost $15 to $20 in Germany or France. Fresh bread costs $0.50 per loaf from bakeries that bake daily using traditional methods. Restaurant meals provide even more dramatic savings. A complete lunch including soup, main course, and dessert costs $4,000 at local restaurants serving traditional Romanian food. Transportation costs practically disappear when you use local systems instead of tourist services. Monthly public transport passes cost $15 to $20 in most Romanian cities, providing unlimited access to buses, trams, and metros that run frequently and cover entire urban areas. Intercity train travel costs $5 to $15 for routes that would cost $50 to $100 in Western Europe. Even taxi services charge reasonable rates, with most urban trips costing under $5. Healthcare through Romania's public system costs virtually nothing for legal residents, while private healthcare remains incredibly affordable even for visitors. Private doctor consultations cost $20 to $30. Specialist appointments run $30 to $50, and dental procedures cost 70–80% less than Western European equivalents while maintaining similar quality standards. Entertainment and cultural activities reflect local economic conditions rather than tourist pricing. The $600 monthly budget breaks down realistically as follows: housing $300, food $120, transportation $20, utilities $45, healthcare $15, entertainment $50, miscellaneous expenses $50. This leaves room for savings while maintaining a comfortable lifestyle that includes regular dining out, cultural activities, and weekend travel within Romania or to neighboring countries. Romanian food culture operates under the radar of international foodie trends, which keeps authentic experiences affordable while maintaining quality that would cost significantly more in countries where traditional cuisine has become trendy and expensive. The foundation of Romanian cooking comes from peasant traditions that emphasized hearty, flavorful meals using local ingredients and preservation techniques that sustained families through harsh winters. Ciorbă, Romania's signature sour soup, appears in dozens of regional variations that reflect local ingredients and family traditions. The sourness comes from fermented wheat, bran, or vinegar, creating complex flavors that take hours to develop properly. A bowl of ciorbă de burtă, tripe soup, costs $230 at local restaurants but provides a meal substantial enough to satisfy anyone for hours. The same attention to slow cooking techniques appears in other traditional dishes that would cost $20 to $25 at trendy farm-to-table restaurants elsewhere. Sarmale, cabbage rolls stuffed with meat and rice, represent Romanian comfort food at its finest. The preparation process takes days when done traditionally. Cabbage leaves fermented in brine, meat mixtures seasoned with herbs, slow cooking in clay pots. Romanian, grandmothers still make sarmale for holidays and family gatherings, maintaining techniques passed down through generations. Restaurant versions cost $4 to $6 but provide portions that could feed 2 people. The bread culture in Romania deserves its own documentary. Local bakeries start work at 3 a.m., producing fresh bread using traditional recipes that avoid the preservatives and shortcuts common in mass-produced alternatives. Romanian bread has texture and flavor that disappeared from most European countries decades ago, but costs less than mass-produced loaves elsewhere. Morning bakery visits become social rituals where locals catch up on neighborhood news while selecting their daily bread. Wine culture in Romania surprises visitors who associate Eastern European wine with cheap, low-quality products. Romanian vineyards produce varieties that compete internationally, but sell locally at prices reflecting domestic economic conditions rather than export markets. A bottle of wine that would retail for $25 to $30 internationally costs $4 to $6 at Romanian stores. Local wine bars serve quality Romanian wines by the glass for $2 to $3, allowing extensive tasting without significant expense. Beer culture has exploded in Romanian cities, with craft breweries opening regularly and producing varieties that rival German or Belgian alternatives. Local craft beer costs $1.50 to $2.50 at bars, while mass-produced Romanian beer costs under $1. Beer gardens and outdoor terraces provide socializing spaces that stay affordable because they cater to local incomes rather than tourist budgets. The țuică tradition represents Romanian drinking culture at its most authentic. This plum brandy, often home-distilled, appears at family gatherings, business meetings, and social occasions throughout the year. Commercial țuică costs $5 per bottle, while homemade versions often get shared freely among friends and neighbors. The strength varies from mild fruit brandy to paint-thinner strength rocket fuel, so approach with appropriate caution. Coffee culture in Romanian cities has adopted Italian-style espresso traditions while maintaining local touches. A proper espresso costs $0.80 in $91.20, while elaborate coffee drinks rarely exceed $2 to $3. Coffee shops provide Wi-Fi, comfortable seating, and social spaces without requiring expensive purchases to justify extended stays. Many coffee shops also serve local pastries and light meals, creating affordable alternatives to restaurant dining. Street food and casual dining options provide quick, inexpensive meals that maintain quality standards. Romanian women have developed international reputations that range from admiringly stereotypical to completely inaccurate, depending on whose opinions you encounter and their motivations for sharing them. The reality, as usual, is more complex and interesting than either extreme stereotype suggests. Contemporary Romanian women, particularly in cities, tend to be highly educated, professionally ambitious, and financially independent in ways that surprise visitors expecting traditional Eastern European gender roles. Romania has one of Europe's highest percentages of women in STEM fields, and Romanian universities produce female graduates in engineering, computer science, and medicine at rates that shame many Western countries. The fashion and appearance standards that Romanian women maintain reflect cultural values that prioritize personal presentation without requiring expensive designer purchases. Romanian women have mastered the art of looking sophisticated on modest budgets, combining careful shopping, tailoring skills, and attention to detail that creates impressive results. This isn't about vanity, it's about cultural expectations that personal appearance reflects self-respect and consideration for others. Dating culture in Romania operates according to traditional courtship principles that have not completely disappeared under modern casual dating trends. Romanian women generally expect men to demonstrate serious romantic interest through consistent attention, respectful behavior, and genuine interest in long-term relationships rather than casual encounters. This doesn't mean Romanian women are naive or easily impressed. It means they maintain standards that require effort and sincerity from potential partners. Foreign men in Romania often discover that their nationality alone doesn't provide significant dating advantages. Romanian women who are interested in foreign partners typically seek genuine cultural exchange, shared values, and emotional compatibility rather than simply wanting to leave Romania. Many Romanian women have traveled extensively, speak multiple languages, and understand international cultures well enough to distinguish between genuine interest and opportunistic behavior. The economic independence of Romanian women affects dating dynamics in ways that eliminate traditional power imbalances. Professional Romanian women earn decent salaries that allow comfortable lifestyles, reducing incentives to seek relationships primarily for financial security. This creates dating environments where compatibility and genuine attraction matter more than economic considerations. Family relationships remain important in Romanian culture, but modern Romanian women balance family obligations with personal goals in ways that reflect contemporary European values rather than traditional patriarchal expectations. Most Romanian families support women as education and career ambitions, while maintaining close family connections that provide emotional support and practical assistance. Social activities and nightlife in Romanian cities cater to local incomes while providing sophisticated entertainment options. Romanian women participate actively in cultural events, professional networks, and social activities that create natural meeting opportunities for people with shared interests. These social contexts provide better foundations for meaningful relationships than artificial dating environments. The language barrier affects international dating relationships, but English proficiency among educated Romanian women reduces communication problems significantly. Many Romanian women speak English fluently and appreciate partners who make efforts to learn Romanian, demonstrating genuine interest in Romanian culture rather than expecting English-only relationships. Marriage and family planning among Romanian women reflect modern European trends toward later marriage, smaller families, and dual-career households. Romanian women generally expect equal partnerships where domestic responsibilities, financial contributions, and decision-making power are shared, rather than divided according to traditional gender roles. Daily life rhythms in Romania reflect a balance between modern European efficiency and traditional social values that prioritize relationships over productivity optimization. Romanian work culture maintains boundaries between professional and personal time that allow for social activities, family relationships, and personal interests without the total work absorption common in some Western countries. Morning routines in Romanian cities start early but include social elements that build community connections. Local bakeries become gathering points where neighbors exchange information, discuss local issues, and maintain relationships that extend beyond commercial transactions. Coffee shops provide meeting spaces for business discussions, romantic encounters, and friendship maintenance that happens naturally throughout the day. Lunch culture remains important in Romania, with many businesses closing for 1 to 2 hours during midday to allow proper meal breaks. This tradition creates opportunities for social dining, family visits, and mental breaks that improve afternoon productivity while maintaining work-life balance. Romanian lunches often include multiple courses, wine or beer, and extended conversations that would be impossible during rushed American-style lunch breaks. Evening social activities center around outdoor spaces during warm weather, with Romanian cities providing pedestrian areas, parks, and outdoor dining that encourage community interaction. Romanian families spend evenings walking through city centers, meeting friends, and participating in informal social activities that cost little money but provide significant social satisfaction. Weekend activities often involve family visits, outdoor excursions, and cultural events that combine entertainment with social connection. Romanian families maintain strong relationships across multiple generations, with regular gatherings that include extended family members and close friends. These gatherings often involve elaborate meal preparation, traditional music, and social activities that last entire weekends. Shopping culture in Romania maintains traditional market systems alongside modern retail options, creating opportunities for social interaction and community connection that have disappeared in many Western countries. Weekly markets provide fresh local produce, handmade goods, and social gathering spaces where vendors and customers maintain ongoing relationships based on trust and mutual respect. Religious and cultural observances remain important in Romanian social life, with Orthodox Christian holidays, traditional festivals, and seasonal celebrations providing community gathering opportunities throughout the year. These events combine religious or cultural significance with social activities, traditional food, and community participation that strengthens social bonds while preserving cultural traditions. Public transportation systems in Romanian cities create opportunities for social observation and community connection rather than isolated individual commuting. Romanian public transport users maintain social awareness and courtesy that makes daily travel more pleasant while providing opportunities for casual social interaction. Romania's festival and tradition calendar reads like a UNESCO heritage list that somehow escaped international tourist attention, keeping authentic cultural experiences affordable and community-focused rather than commercialized for visitor consumption. These celebrations provide entertainment, cultural education, and social connection opportunities that would cost hundreds of dollars to experience as packaged cultural tours elsewhere. Winter traditions in Romania include some of Europe's most spectacular folk celebrations. The bear dance, Dansul Ursului, happens throughout December and January, with participants wearing elaborate bear costumes and performing ancient rituals that predate Christianity. These celebrations take place in villages throughout the Carpathian Mountains, providing visitors with authentic cultural experiences that remain community-centered rather than tourist-oriented. Mărțișor, celebrated on March 1st, represents Romania's unique approach to seasonal celebrations. People exchange small decorative objects attached to red and white strings, symbolizing the transition from winter to spring. This tradition has evolved to include concerts, festivals, and cultural events throughout March, creating month-long celebration periods that provide regular entertainment and cultural activities. Easter celebrations in Romania combine Orthodox Christian traditions with pre-Christian spring festivals, creating elaborate celebrations that last for weeks. Traditional egg painting, special foods, and community gatherings provide cultural experiences that require participation rather than passive observation. Villages throughout Romania welcome visitors to join Easter celebrations, providing authentic cultural immersion opportunities without commercial packaging. Music festivals in Romania have gained international recognition while maintaining affordable pricing that reflects local economic conditions. Untold Festival in Cluj-Napoca attracts international electronic music acts but charges ticket prices that remain accessible to Romanian audiences. Electric Castle, held at Banfi Castle in Transylvania, combines international music acts with historic venues and camping options that cost less than single-day festival tickets elsewhere in Europe. Traditional music and dance festivals happen throughout Romania, showcasing regional folk traditions that vary significantly between different areas of the country. These festivals often include traditional craft demonstrations, historical reenactments, and authentic folk performances that provide cultural education alongside entertainment. Participation costs typically include only transportation and accommodation, as most events are community-funded rather than commercially organized. Wine festivals coincide with harvest seasons in Romanian wine regions, offering tastings, traditional food, and cultural performances at prices that reflect local economic conditions rather than wine tourism markup. Romanian wine regions produce quality wines that compete internationally but remain unknown to most wine tourists, keeping festival prices affordable while providing authentic wine culture experiences. Christmas markets in Romanian cities provide traditional holiday shopping and seasonal entertainment without the commercial emphasis that characterizes similar events in Western European tourist destinations. Romanian Christmas markets focus on local crafts, traditional foods, and community celebration rather than expensive tourist-oriented merchandise. Folk craft festivals throughout Romania showcase traditional skills like pottery, weaving, woodworking, and metalworking that continue as living traditions rather than museum displays. These festivals often include hands-on workshops where visitors can learn traditional techniques while supporting local artisans who maintain cultural knowledge and skills. Regional festivals celebrate local specialties, historical events, and seasonal activities that vary significantly between different areas of Romania. These celebrations provide opportunities to experience authentic local culture while supporting community economies that depend on local participation rather than tourist spending. Transportation networks in Romania operate on principles that prioritize service coverage over profit maximization, creating travel opportunities that seem impossibly affordable to visitors accustomed to Western European transport costs. The rail system, inherited from the communist era but modernized with European Union funding, provides extensive coverage at prices that reflect local purchasing power rather than tourist markets. Intercity train travel costs $5.15 for routes that cross entire regions, with comfortable seating, reliable schedules, and scenic routes that pass through landscapes unavailable from highways. Overnight trains include sleeping compartments for $20 to $30, providing transportation and accommodation for less than hotel costs alone in Western European cities. Train travel in Romania allows comfortable exploration of the entire country without requiring car rental or expensive tourist transport services. Bus networks connect every Romanian city and most villages through private companies that compete on price and service quality. Intercity bus travel costs even less than trains, with comfortable coaches, air conditioning, and Wi-Fi service that allows productive travel time. Bus stations in Romanian cities provide connections throughout Eastern Europe, with international routes to neighboring countries costing $15 to $30 for journeys that would cost $100 to $200 by train or plane elsewhere. Car rental in Romania costs significantly less than Western European countries, with international rental companies offering competitive rates for both economy and luxury vehicles. Romanian roads have improved dramatically with European Union infrastructure funding, providing excellent highway connections between major cities and scenic mountain routes that rival alpine drives. Fuel costs remain moderate compared to Western European prices, making road trip exploration economically feasible. Ride-sharing and carpooling services operate extensively in Romania, with BlaBlaCar providing connections between all major cities at prices that split fuel costs among passengers. These services offer safe, social travel options that cost $5.15 for intercity journeys while providing opportunities to meet locals and practice Romanian language skills. Domestic flights within Romania cost $30 to $60 through budget airlines that connect Bucharest with major Romanian cities. Urban transportation in Romanian cities operates through extensive public transit networks that provide unlimited monthly access for $15 or $20. Buses, trams, and metro systems in cities like Bucharest, Cluj-Napoca, and Timișoara offer frequent service, clean vehicles and comprehensive coverage that eliminates needs for expensive taxi services or car ownership. Bicycle infrastructure in Romanian cities has expanded rapidly, with bike-sharing programs, dedicated cycling lanes, and secure parking facilities that make cycling practical for daily transportation. Bicycle rentals cost $5–10 daily, providing affordable transportation that also allows sightseeing and exercise opportunities. Walking infrastructure in Romanian cities includes extensive pedestrian zones, historic city centers, and park systems that make walking pleasant and practical for daily activities. Romanian cities maintain reasonable distances between residential areas, commercial districts, and entertainment venues, allowing car-free lifestyles that reduce transportation costs while increasing daily exercise and social interaction. Romania's natural attractions and cultural sites provide outdoor recreation and sightseeing opportunities that rival Western European destinations while maintaining pricing that reflects local economic conditions rather than international tourism markets. The combination of dramatic landscapes, historic architecture, and authentic cultural experiences creates travel value that seems mathematically impossible compared to similar destinations elsewhere in Europe. Transylvania's castle circuit includes dozens of medieval fortifications, with Bran Castle, associated with Dracula legends, representing just one option among many equally impressive but less crowded alternatives. Entry fees for Romanian castles typically cost $3, while guided tours add $5–10. Many castles offer accommodation options in renovated historic buildings, providing authentic experiences for $30–50 per night, including breakfast and castle access. The Carpathian Mountains contain some of Europe's most pristine wilderness areas, with hiking trails, wildlife viewing opportunities, and mountain huts that provide multi-day trekking experiences for minimal costs. Mountain hut accommodation costs $8–15 per night, while organized hiking tours cost $22–40 per day, including guide services, meals, and equipment. These prices allow extensive mountain exploration that would cost hundreds of dollars daily in the Alps or other famous European mountain destinations. Painted monasteries in Bucovina represent unique Byzantine art treasures that UNESCO recognizes as World Heritage Sites. These monasteries charge minimal entrance fees, $2–5, while providing cultural experiences unavailable elsewhere in Europe. Monastery guest houses offer accommodation for $15–25 per night, including meals and participation in religious services that provide authentic spiritual experiences. The Danube Delta contains Europe's second-largest wetland ecosystem, with boat tours, birdwatching opportunities, and traditional fishing village experiences that cost $20–40 per day, including transportation, guide services, and meals. Delta accommodation ranges from simple guest houses, $20–30 per night, to floating hotels, $50–80 per night, that provide unique experiences for prices that exclude most visitors from similar ecosystems elsewhere. Romanian beach resorts along the Black Sea coast provide summer vacation options that cost significantly less than Mediterranean alternatives while offering similar amenities and beach quality. Hotel accommodation ranges from $25–60 per night, restaurant meals cost $8–15, and beach activities typically charge minimal fees. The Romanian Black Sea coast remains largely unknown to international tourists, keeping prices affordable while providing excellent summer recreation opportunities. Traditional villages throughout Romania maintain authentic rural lifestyles that provide cultural immersion experiences through homestay programs, agritourism operations, and cultural workshops. Village accommodation costs $15–30 per night, including meals and participation in agricultural activities, traditional crafts, and community events. These experiences provide authentic cultural education that would cost thousands as organized cultural tours in other countries. Romanian cities offer extensive cultural attractions including museums, theaters, concert halls, and historic districts that charge entrance fees of $2 and provide world-class cultural experiences. Opera tickets cost $10 to $25, symphony concerts charge $8 and theater performances rarely exceed $15. These prices allow regular cultural participation rather than treating arts as luxury expenses. Safety in Romania reflects crime statistics that rank among Europe's lowest for violent crime, theft, and tourist-targeted criminal activity. Romanian cities maintain visible police presence, well-lit public areas, and community safety awareness that creates secure environments for residents and visitors regardless of income level or nationality. Healthcare in Romania operates through both public and private systems that provide comprehensive medical care at costs that seem absurdly low compared to American healthcare expenses. The public healthcare system covers all legal residents with minimal co-payments for most services, while private healthcare remains affordable even for visitors paying full retail prices. Public healthcare facilities in Romanian cities provide emergency care, routine medical services, and specialist treatments that meet European Union medical standards while charging fees based on local economic conditions. Emergency room visits cost $10 to $20. Specialist consultations run $15 to $30. And most prescription medications cost under $10. Romanian hospitals maintain modern equipment, qualified medical staff, and treatment protocols that match Western European medical standards. Private healthcare in Romania offers premium medical services, shorter waiting times, and luxury amenities for prices that remain affordable compared to similar services elsewhere. Private hospital rooms cost $50 to $100 daily. Private specialist consultations charge 30 to 60 years, and elective procedures cost 60 to 80% less than Western European equivalents while maintaining comparable quality standards. Dental care in Romania has developed international recognition for quality and affordability, with many Western Europeans traveling to Romania specifically for dental treatments. Pharmaceutical costs in Romania reflect regulated pricing that keeps essential medications affordable while maintaining quality standards through European Union regulatory oversight. Prescription medications typically cost $3.15, with many common drugs available over the counter for even less. Romanian pharmacies stock international pharmaceutical brands alongside local generic alternatives that provide significant cost savings. Crime rates in Romanian cities compare favorably with Western European averages, with lower incidence of violent crime, property theft, and tourist-targeted criminal activity. Romanian police maintain visible presence in urban areas, respond quickly to reported incidents, and generally treat foreign visitors with courtesy and professionalism. Scam activity in Romania typically involves minor tourist-oriented schemes rather than serious criminal threats. Common scams include overcharging in tourist areas, taxi fare inflation, and currency exchange manipulation, all of which can be avoided through basic precautions and local knowledge. Romanian people generally provide helpful assistance to confused tourists and actively discourage criminal behavior that damages community reputations. Housing security for long-term residents involves standard European rental protections, with lease agreements that provide tenant rights and landlord obligations enforced through Romanian courts. Romanian rental markets favor long-term tenants, with many landlords preferring stable occupancy over maximum rental income. Transportation safety in Romania meets European Union standards for public transport, vehicle safety, and road conditions. Romanian public transportation maintains modern equipment, regular maintenance schedules, and safety protocols that provide secure travel options throughout the country. Food safety standards in Romania comply with European Union regulations that ensure restaurant cleanliness, food storage protocols, and preparation standards that protect public health. Romanian restaurants maintain hygiene standards comparable to Western European establishments while charging significantly lower prices. Moving to Romania legally involves visa requirements that vary based on nationality, intended length of stay, and employment status. but generally provide straightforward pathways for legal residents that don't require massive financial investments or complex bureaucratic procedures. Tourist visas for most nationalities allow 90-day stays within 180-day periods without requiring advance applications or significant documentation. This visa-free access provides sufficient time for extended visits, apartment hunting, and cultural exploration, while determining whether longer-term residence suits individual preferences and circumstances. Digital nomad visas and remote work arrangements operate in legal gray areas that many foreigners navigate successfully by maintaining tourist status while working for foreign employers. Romanian authorities generally tolerate remote work by foreign visitors as long as the work does not involve Romanian clients or require Romanian business registration. Student visas provide straightforward pathways for longer-term residents through enrollment in Romanian universities that offer programs taught in English, French, or German. Romanian university tuition costs $2,000 annually for international students, significantly less than Western European equivalents while providing European Union-recognized degrees and legal resident status. Employment-based residence permits require Romanian job offers but provide secure legal status and pathways to permanent residence. Romanian employers increasingly seek international employees for technology, engineering, and business positions that offer competitive salaries by local standards while providing comfortable lifestyles due to low living costs. Investment-based residence options exist for people willing to invest in Romanian businesses or real estate, with minimum investment requirements significantly lower than similar programs in other European Union countries. Romanian real estate purchases provide legal residence pathways while offering potential investment returns due to increasing property values in major cities. Banking services for foreign residents operate through Romanian branches of international banks that provide English-language customer service, international wire transfers, and banking products designed for foreign residents. Opening Romanian bank accounts requires residence documentation, but provides access to local banking services, ATM networks, and online banking that facilitates daily financial management. Language requirements for legal residents remain minimal, with most government services available in English and basic Romanian language skills sufficient for most daily activities. Romanian language learning resources include university programs, private tutors, and community organizations that help foreign residents achieve functional communication skills. Tax obligations for Romanian residents depend on income sources, residence duration, and tax treaty provisions between Romania and residents' countries of origin. Romanian tax rates remain competitive compared to Western European countries, with various deductions and exemptions that reduce tax burdens for many foreign residents. After spending months researching and experiencing Romania firsthand, the most surprising discovery isn't the low costs or beautiful landscapes. It's how Romania has positioned itself as Europe's best-kept secret by maintaining authenticity while embracing modernity in ways that create opportunities for people seeking alternatives to overpriced, overcrowded Western European destinations. Romania's transformation from post-communist recovery to modern European society happened quietly, without the international attention that drove up costs in other Eastern European countries. This created a unique situation where infrastructure, technology, and cultural amenities match Western European standards, while prices reflect local economic conditions rather than international tourism markets. The lifestyle possibilities in Romania extend far beyond budget travel or temporary relocation. Romania offers genuine opportunities for people seeking career advancement, cultural enrichment, and quality of life improvements that would cost significantly more elsewhere. Romanian cities provide professional opportunities, cultural amenities, and social environments that support long-term residents rather than just extended vacations. The cultural richness of Romania reveals itself slowly, requiring time and genuine interest to appreciate the complexity of traditions, languages, and regional differences that make each area of the country distinctive. Romanian culture rewards curiosity and participation rather than passive observation, providing deeper experiences for people willing to learn Romanian language, understand local customs, and contribute to community life. The economic advantages of Romanian residents become more apparent over time, as lower living costs allow financial security, career flexibility, and lifestyle choices that would be impossible in expensive Western cities. Romanian residents can afford to take career risks, pursue creative projects, and prioritize personal satisfaction over maximum income generation because basic living costs remain manageable. The geographic location of Romania provides access to diverse travel opportunities throughout Eastern Europe, the Balkans, and Central Asia, at costs that make regular international travel feasible. Romanian residents can explore neighboring countries, experience different cultures, and maintain international connections while using Romania as an affordable home base. The future potential of Romania suggests that current affordability and accessibility may not last indefinitely as more people discover the advantages of Romanian residence. Early adopters of Romanian living may benefit from real estate appreciation, business opportunities, and cultural experiences that become less accessible as international attention increases costs and changes local character. Comment 1. If you're seriously considering a scouting trip to Romania. Comment 2. If you think this lifestyle sounds too good to be true. Comment 3. If you're already researching Romanian visa requirements and apartment listings. Whatever you decide, remember that Romania represents more than just affordable living. It's a chance to experience authentic European culture before mass tourism transforms it into another expensive destination that locals can no longer afford to enjoy. The question isn't whether Romania offers better value than overcrowded, overpriced Western European alternatives. The question is whether you're ready to step outside your comfort zone and experience Europe the way it used to be before tourism, speculation, and international attention turned authentic culture into expensive commodities. Romania is waiting, but probably not for much longer.